Nova, Richard Rider, MCU Story. Scene 1, The Fall of Xandar. Setting, Xandar, moments before Thanos' arrival, Avengers, Infinity War timeline. Peaceful life on Xandar is suddenly interrupted by Thanos' brutal assault. Nova Corps tries to defend the planet but is overwhelmed. Nova Prime orders Roman Day to evacuate with the last remnants of the Nova Force. Scene 2, Roman Day's last mission. Setting, escape pod in deep space. Severely injured, Roman Day crashes on Earth. He finds teenager Richard Rider in New York. Using the last of his strength, Day transfers the Nova Force to Richard before dying. Scene 3, The Burden of Power. Setting, Queens, New York. Richard wakes up with strange abilities. Confused and scared, he tries to return to a normal life, but the power surges are uncontrollable. He is eventually contacted by a Xandarian AI embedded in his helmet that begins training him. Scene 4, Trial by Fire. Setting, abandoned space station, training mission. Richard faces simulated threats and his first real cosmic criminal. He struggles but ultimately manages to win using both instinct and the helmet's help. The scene ends with him receiving his official Nova designation. Scene 5, The Survivor. Setting, space outpost in the Kree Empire. Richard discovers a survivor from the Xandarian world mind, a massive AI database. It reveals that Richard may be the last true Nova Centurion. He's tasked with restoring the Nova Corps someday. Scene 6, Clash with the Shi'ar. Setting, border planet. Nova defends a planet from Shi'ar invasion. He learns that the collapse of Xandar has destabilized the entire cosmic balance. His success earns him respect, but he begins feeling the crushing weight of responsibility. Scene 7, Return to Earth. Setting, New York. Richard returns to visit his family. He tries to reconnect with his brother and friends, but he feels out of place now. Meanwhile, cosmic threats are starting to reach Earth. Scene 8, The Annihilation Threat. Setting, cosmic space. A mysterious energy surge signals the arrival of annihilants from the negative zone. Nova investigates and barely survives an attack, realizing this is far beyond Thanos' threat. He calls for aid but gets no response. He's on his own. Scene 9, Rise of Nova Prime. Setting, final battle in deep space. Richard leads a desperate defense against Annihilus forces. He taps into the full Nova Force, risking his life. He defeats Annihilus but is left drifting in space, near death. Scene 10, Legacy Setting, Unknown Planet. Post-battle Richard is rescued by a mysterious figure, possibly a tease for Sam Alexander or Guardians. Worldmind initiates protocols to rebuild the Nova Corps. Richard is promoted as Nova Prime, the beginning of a new era. END.